day 3, the Sunday has been going wonderfully well so far, and with me right now, I have got some of the people behind He Kills at Night. What's coming up there today?
Okay, it is 4:04.
Tell me about Phil.
First, to start with speaks, yes. So the film is about a mother that's trying to get her house on Christmas Eve to her strange family, and she is forced up the road by a completely stranger. I mean, there's the mums that she thought they get out the go truths. Like, so you basically bring us, so you take all this, all those in real time on one recipe.
So the writer, the director, and your brothers.
Yeah.
So you wrote it. Did you have to get to your brothers since your brother? I don't know now. Family sort of forced it to it. How's it come about?
We do. From the keep quite good to him, don't we? So, we do, and we've been lucky to do equal to films together. We do ourselves for a reasonable budget, and it was between us and one of the wasn't it? And actually, it was a bit more difficult. The other one is this is all interior. Exactly into your time in one location, to on one fifth fast. It's like, why did we do that? But it's thematic to just that your family really outside of the effort. Try of the risk same as but as so in my okay, but it's to our conditions. No, it's really lucky that he actually stirred there. It's not stuck around entirely for our shoe and the riding his speed. He was crazy, but there was something quite appealing about the challenge of making a film that, you know, is sort of 50% of the inside car, and how they continue to build the suspense, build potential, he kind of tricks audience there, and then how do you make it interesting and it goes somewhere new it is. So,
You know, what's your soul sense? Hanging in the cow, off party, you can see that one.
so you can, yeah, absolutely can, and then I changed the way the script that Dean would naturally build on. Yeah, and for me, it was like, what can I bring? There's a director to actually make sure I think no justice to this script. So, but we do tend to do most things together. So, yeah. So,
How does that work as well? Do you get on? Do you fight more than sort of maybe a normal set, or?
I would say we're able to be really honest with each other, you know, because we are brothers. We don't get offended when somebody says so. And so, actually, I think we did it to our favour in terms of like our work relationships. Would you agree with that? So I would, and I do wonder if it's even like about whether we'd have a saying. I think we mellow them up, and it was 37-40, and I think that if you do 20 years ago, I'm very much now. Here's the script. Film is so corner, and everyone's trying to make a good film. It's really difficult to make a good film. It's very difficult to make first. So, but I'm always spinning for like 10 machines, and I think, you know, I trust that if Tom it is changed something, it's good time, able to go in a different direction. He's doing it for the right reason. So I tend to not really, I'm definitely not the kind of right juice out to micromanaging and say, I don't see it, oh yes, and it's one year once, so what we just, practically.
So where did the concept from, Rob?
So, I started to stitch beer, I had to, when my soul feel so that's bad when he was, so it's only kicked, yeah, it's a choice in the sauce, but it wasn't expected. Yeah, there was because of Bush's Cray, the Dulce Israel. It's a lot of speed going on. Like there is a so you can run it's a kind of hobbies of behavior kind of run what like, you know, sometimes you cannot plus me. Why do these kind of things happen? I really wanted to do a film in a history that character this seriaki. I do well. I can't say I really wanted to do films that had more than one antagonist, and I was nearly inspired by it all called Romeo Cave Docs by Manny Barber. That was kind of the reference point. I mean, and my partner in Freezel's director is someone called Idol Pino, and she's now something called Hitchhiker, which is set nearly tiny in the car when a hitchhiker gets in, says to two people in cars, you get killed by it, you fall into the jet, and I followed through, of course, kind of, yes, so it's premise, and big carry to inspire all the nights. And then I think once you got the script, you wanted to get more John Carpenter created in. Well, I love John Carpenter, but I was drawn to it because there's something about exploring like darkness that sits inside the walls and like what are we all actually capable of? And there's truth and sense though, and it doesn't like a can you use something where at the end people are so like they're expected to know. Yeah, it's the thing about that was very fun as well. At times I probably thought like coming at a context perspective, but what it was like, how do you make this interesting? Say you've got like these approximately 5 minutes in the car. What can I do to continue the P4s and no one's on it? you really followed me right here, but month for a long that's your way. You really better try to do it.
Yeah. So obviously, I asked another director this yesterday. You got Q&A. Do you want people to ask questions, or do you kind of want not to? Like, you should get it. Like, you shouldn't have to ask. It's not like I've done my job, I should get it.
So I think it's wondering which way you want to go with it. Right? Like, I like when the film can be ambiguous, but I don't think it can be pretty. Sort of like great for the ending of education. The ending, I think, deliberately ambiguous because you go away, you're like, this is what I did. I'll do someone else, let's say something else. But I think it's pretty much more pretty cut with ours, or it should be. What does a brutal like?
So if you ask questions like, "Why didn't you get it, you idiots?"
People were idiots. He sold doesn't they do can expose, yeah.
So what's next? You guys do work it together again?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got several projects that we just kind of developing at the moment. I would say it's quite nice because we work together quite a lot. Most of our pictures at the time, and then we've offered horror mix as well. So we've got a couple of horrors and thrillers that we're kind of developing at the moment. We still want to stay in the genre space. I've got a werewolf zombie horror group next year.
Werewolf zombie.
That is. Or a werewolf in the middle of a zombie.
All right, nice.
So that's in post production at the moment. That's out 8 next year. So I'm excited for that. And then it's just writing, isn't it? Yeah, I've got a cannibal creature feature that script is locked and I'm trying to shoot it. That start next year. It's finances. Everyone says the same thing. Our industry is in a terrible place. It's just most viewers that love it. We're trying to track it, but and we've got another Christmas horror that we're doing to get. We're trying to Shane's like Christmas basically. So Shane Black Swordfish film was a Christmas, but where did it set off on horror thing?
We had a lot of fun actually with the Christmas score on this one, didn't we? We took a lot of the main songs and revamped them. What they are doing, what really good those are. I love the Christmas score that plays go out. It's such a good sinister version of everything for us. Songs that shouldn't be sinister. Can you put a sinister twist on this?
We really want to say though for everyone that sing a Darlene love song. We got priced out. We got priced out by push it. Yeah, so we went to the public to make this, but it's that did it end yeah.
So I've been asking every sort of person that sat with me this weekend this. You know how to say if you do it, because that was the answer I got half the time when they get into our bandit. You also probably shouldn't say "Sweat be bad big time." Could get offer you some advice for aspiring filmmaker. What would it be?
I mean, I know we can't say just do it, but I wouldn't say you just do it as in just dive into it. I think one of the biggest challenges is actually doing the right thing. I read a lot of really good screenplays, but then they may be not marketable. Or I think it's knowing why you're going to do it and what is the audience. A lot of people get into making a film probably don't really know what the info is. So there's not that kind of knowledge of distribution or how are people going to see this. So those are good films, but we see a lot of films at festivals that never see a day. It's like, you're ready for those as well. Why is that not seeing the light day? And then sometimes I really the screenplays that can't get greenlit. And there's nothing wrong with the script. Really talented writers that have written it, but they just maybe it wasn't the right idea. Now, sometimes you've still got to do it anyway because you just need to scratch that itch. And I wouldn't say that it's never a bad thing to actually write a screenplay, but sometimes it's just thinking about the idea, what the concept is. Is this the right thing? Is there an audience for it? Because ultimately, there's not really the art it is without business and vice versa. So it's just knowing how it's going to get out there to get all going to say. So definitely go and do it, but just try to, boss, can't do the right. We got loads of ideas, do the right way.
Yeah. I would flip it slightly is about actually not giving up because it takes absolutely ages or sometimes sticks. So it is reminded by you need to actually go and do it. But the thing that I think stops most people is it's such a hard industry that they stop trying because they have to, whether it's because families come along or whether because you actually need to earn general money, you get a proper job. So I think people tend to just give up because of how difficult it is, and you take knockback after knockback, and sometimes it's like, I don't know what comes out of it. Yeah. But if you stick at it, something will happen. I truly believe you will, as long as you just keep it going. And second, I think you've talked about being able to make it if you bet comes way that bees, but I think that people do make it. Stop, yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing the bill on a big screen. And I'm sure I've got plenty of questions. So, yeah.
Later, so happy to know you. Thank you.